The world's largest commodities trade has just confirmed plans to sell as much as $11 billion worth of shares in London and Hong Kong. Glencore's initial share sale will be the biggest in the world this year, ending the company's 3 decades as a closely held partnership. The firm initially belonged to Mark Rich, an American commodity trader. He was bought out by management in 1994 for $600 million, and the company became Glencore. Today, after a decade-long commodities boom, it could be worth 100 times that. As a partnership, Glencore's controlled by a group of 65 key executives who received average pay of almost $4 million each in 2009. At the top, Ivan Glassenberg. He joined in 1984 and has been chief executive officer for a decade. Glencore's holdings are worth billions. It's the biggest shareholder in minor Xstrata. It also owns almost 9% of Rusal, the world's biggest aluminium producer, and it has majority stakes in copper and nickel producers in Africa and Australia. And for more on Glencore, we're now joined by Bloomberg's Poppy Trowbridge. So a secretive company.
So secretive, it has the nickname, the biggest company you've never heard of. And this is changed permanently now. We will hear more and more about Glencore as they go through this process. You know, one thing they're not based in a global financial center like New York or London. This is the world's biggest commodity trader based in a tiny little village in Switzerland. It's one of the tax haven cantons where they do their global business from.
How will such a secretive company cope with going public?
Well, actually, the statement just hit the wires a few minutes ago with the news that Tony Hayward will become an independent director. He's the former CEO of BP. This is an example of the way life is going to change for the people who work at Glencore. They'll have to conform to all the rules that your other FTSE 100 companies do. That means sharing information that previously they've only given to their bankers and bondholders with all of us, with the public and with the regulators.
Very briefly, talk to me about the timing, what they're going to do with the money.
They are going to use this money to pay down some debt and make acquisitions. So this is why we're going to be hearing a lot more about Glencore.